Good morning, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel, Urban Backyard Container Gardening. I'm Moses. In order to have a successful and beautiful garden, a lot of time, effort, and hard work goes into it. It doesn't matter what time of the year it is, spring, summer, or fall. So I'm going to go over a few of the things I do routinely to have a successful garden. Some of the things that I do routinely are walk around the garden and look to see if there's anything that's out of place or if things are looking as if they shouldn't. Like, for instance, if I walk around my green beans here and if I see that some of the leaves are curled up or they're brown or yellowing, I will pull those off. Right now, I don't see any, but I do see purple flowers, and that means that I will be having string beans soon, so that's a good thing. But if we move over to my collard green, we will see some little browning here of the greens, and that comes from where I talked about in a previous video where I thought that I had a problem with with a fungus. So I sprayed a fungicide on all my plants, and slowly but surely they seem to be doing better. Failure to take care of it in a routine time leads to this. This is a Florida broadleaf mustard that died due to the fungus. Another tip that I do routinely is harvest my plants when necessary and when they are needed. Failure to do so will lead to disease, and your plant will think that its time is over and it will die. Here we're looking at a combination of French and cherry bell radishes, and in the back we're looking at Swiss chard. And so far they seem to be doing well. Not quite ready to harvest on the radishes, but they're coming along. Here are my greasy collards, Big Daddy's greasy collards. Another tip that can help you is to remember to water your plants on a routine schedule. Failure to water and overwatering will cause your plants distress, which will cause them to wilt or die. What I usually do is water my plants, being that they're in 5-gallon buckets. I water them at least twice a week, and that leads up to the next tip: fertilizing or feeding your plants. Because everything that I grow is primarily in 5-gallon buckets, containers, and one raised bed, I feed my plants about every 10 to 14 days. And the reason doing so is that my plants, unlike plants that are planted in the ground have only a limited amount of nutrients that they get from the 5-gallon container. And they're dependent upon me to make sure that they have a constant supply of nutrients. And if I don't do so, they will die. Another tip is to ensure that you weed your plants routinely to make sure that any weeds, unwanted weeds, aren't competing with your plants for the nutrients in the soil or in their container as mine are. Like, here's a weed here, and another one here, and one here. Now, the fact that all of my containers are screened in, when I first started having a garden, really amazed me that I had weeds. And then I realized that the soil that I use and buy from big box stores has a seed bank in it. So anytime you use that, you're going to have seeds. And sooner or later, they will grow. When I do feed my plants, it's a mixture of AgroThrive and Jack's Bloom Buster, or Jack's Bloom Buster and a mixture of fish emulsion. Today, it's fish emulsion and Jack's. And just give them a little drink, almost as if I'm watering my plants. The fifth and last tip that I can give you is to watch out for insects. Some insects, such as white flies, while they are a nuisance in a small amount, they really aren't that big of a problem. However, you still should stay on top of them. Failure to do so will cause a larger problem. The white flies will multiply very quickly, and before you know it, your plants have been overrun, and they will suck the juice out of them and lay more eggs, and eventually your plant will die. Another thing here with the okra that you're looking at, you have to watch out for ants, ants and aphids. If you are looking at your okra and you see things that look like little black dots, more than likely those are either ants or aphids. Shooting them with water will get rid of the problem. I usually do that, or sometimes I will go ahead and use a mixture of Castile soap and BT to get rid of it. I haven't had problems with worms or anything like that, except for my cucumbers earlier in the year, and had my first cucumber worms Don't know how they got inside. They totally decimated my first crop of cucumbers. So I ended up taking them out and starting more. But you have to stay vigilant, stay on top of things. There is no such thing as having a garden that is on autopilot. There is always something to do. So I hope you got something out of the tips. Hope they can make your garden more successful than what it is. If you got something out of it, give me a big thumbs up. If you're interested in any of the seeds or products used in the video, head over to my Amazon storefront or my website. The links for both are in the description portion of the video. So, as I stated, there is no such thing as a garden that is on autopilot. You have to always be proactive and look for issues before they occur. Doing so will lead to a very beautiful and productive garden. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. I can grow a lot of vegetables by myself, but I cannot grow my channel without your help. If you do decide to subscribe, go ahead and hit the like button and hit the notification all so you'll be notified whenever I upload new content. You can share my content, leave me a comment, add on to the 5 tips that I provided. If you have more, I will be interested to see what you all do. So until next time, stay strong, stay blessed, and grow, grow, grow. Lastly, always remember to give God the thanks, for without Him, we are nothing. Until next time, stay blessed.